Good evening, everybody. This is Brian Ratchin for Family Ties Productions, welcoming you to tonight's Mississippi Athletic Conference varsity football game, pitting North Scott against Davenport North. North Scott comes into this contest with a record of 2-0 at Lancer Stadium, their home field, and Davenport North seeking their first win of the year. So, a little bit about tonight's game. Basically, North Scott holds the advantage statistically. They have 513 yards rushing and 264 yards receiving on the season as a team. Leading the way for the North Scott attack, Aaron Huber with 174 yards and 25 carries. And not far behind, Tanner Johnson with 161 yards, and Louis DeVries, the quarterback, with 151 yards, and those are all on the ground. And then DeVries, the starting quarterback, he comes in with a very impressive pass completion average, 21 of 33 for 257 yards, one touchdown, just one interception in the first two games. Starting on offense tonight, aside from DeVries, Huber, and Johnson, will be wide receivers Travis Anderson, Darren Dillon, and Jake Garnett. On the front lines will be Dylan Gorsh, Travis Dierks, Grayson Schmidt, Robert Copley, and Jake Arthur. That's working from left tackle to right tackle. And then at tight end will be Nate Eyrig, and then David Harrington or Austin Miller will be doing the kicking. Harrington last week having a 34-yard field goal for the against the River Kings of Clinton in that big 44-0 win up in Clinton last week. For North Scott's defense, we have on the front line Travis Dierks, Ronnie France, Ben Nagel, and Darren Woolweber. The linebackers are Tyler Blondell, John Kinney, and Dane Mickelson. And then rounding out the defense, strong safety Corey Greenleaf, free safety Tanner Johnson, and center Ben Eyrig. And then if the Lancers need a punt, they have Austin Miller to count on. Davenport North, they're a young team. They have games against Muscatine and Bettendorf in the books. One bright spot is North's rushing game. They picked up 165 yards against Muscatine in the 35-12 season opening loss to the Muskies, but then only had 18 against Bettendorf, so they're going to need to see if they can get their running game in gear here tonight. Joe Kern is the guy to look out for the Wildcats. Joe Kern has 49 carries for 127 yards and a touchdown. And then Robert Pemberton, not far behind, 27 carries for 87 yards. Starting quarterback is Dylan Bale. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. He has 5 completions for 87 yards. Yet to get a touchdown, but we'll see if he can get one here tonight. Ronnie Chim and Joe Kern have the two pass completions for a combined 87 yards. Rounding out the North starting offense lineup, the starters, wide receiver Brian Butel, and then Ronnie Chim, Robert Pemberton at fullback. Again, the quarterback, Dylan Bile, or we'll get a pronunciation, a consistent pronunciation there. On the front lines, working from left tackle to right tackle, Jake Gorge, Kevin Newell, Mitch Valentine, Zach Morris, and Jeff Owens. And then at tight end, Jordan Garrow. And doubling as both punter and kicker, Joe Tiggers. I think I have that correct. On defense, we have Derek Tatum, Dominique Bradford, Raquan Jefferson, he's just a freshman, been holding his own according to the North coach, Greg Kern. And then Jordan McGinnis. The linebackers are Alex Clay, Wendell Friedman, and Joe Kern, the coach's son, I believe that is. And then defensive backs, Kyle Overmine, Ronnie Chim, Brian Butel, and Joe Dillon. And just one bit of note, Derek Tatum, I believe, has the only defensive touchdown, 77-yard fumble return in the Week 1 game against Muscatine. Well, that's going to do it for the starting lineups here. And we'll be right back with the opening kickoff here at Lancer Stadium.
The Hare Hut, located on the corner of 2nd and Franklin in Eldridge. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. till 6 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. till 2 p.m. We have a full staff of color specialists and stylists on hand to give you the latest in stylized cuts. We do barber cuts and updos, along with hot neck and facial shaves, and facial waxing, and much more. Give us a call today at 563-285-4423. Come to Stone's Apple Barn today and you can pick your own apples until they're gone. We carry honey, peaches, pears, cashew crunch, Indian corn, gourds, caramel apples, and fresh cider. We also have hayrack rides on weekends. We are located at 16115 Hubbard Road in East Moline, Illinois. We are open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. till 5 p.m. Give us a call at 309-496-2318.
As a football player, I was crushed when a high school injury nearly took me out of the game forever. I knew I wanted football to be my life, and I had to do everything possible to make it happen. The solution for me was Plaza Physical Therapy. Now I've gone on to play football at the college level and even won 2 bowl games. Thanks to Plaza Physical Therapy for giving me a second chance at the sport I love.
Plaza Physical Therapy Davenport and North Scott Physical Therapy Eldridge.
KALA Davenport, the public radio station from St. Ambrose University, is proud to offer insightful programs from Public Radio International. Get your weekday mornings started with The Takeaway. Then in the evening, tune into The World. And on Mondays, be sure to catch the Tavis Smiley Show, keeping you informed wherever you may be. Just part of the new lineup at KALA Davenport, public radio station from St. Ambrose University.
Scott Lancers are coming out on the field here, and we would like to welcome as color commentator here tonight former North Scott All-Stater. I don't know if you were an All-Stater or not, but
I never made it there, Brian.
Did a great job during his prep career here about 15 years ago. Joe Uloa. Welcome, Joe.
Thanks, Brian. It looks like we got a great night for football. It's starting to sprinkle out there a little bit, so you know, the running games could be really important tonight.
Yep, we talked about that a little bit here, about how North Scott, or Davenport North rather, had 165 yards against Muscatine in the opener, but then held to just 18 on the ground against Bettendorf last week in similar conditions. So.
Yeah, and Davenport North, they always have some very, very good athletes. Ever since I was in high school, they've had great athletes.
Right.
Their biggest problem is size. They don't ever seem to have the biggest guys in the world. And just by looking at their offensive line, they got the same problem this year. But good technique can always make up for lack of size. So we'll see what happens.
Yep. Davenport North Scott won the toss, deferred, and we'll be kicking off to Davenport North here tonight. We want to mention here real quickly the sponsors before the opening kickoff. And Family Ties Productions wishes to thank our sponsors who help us all year long support our work and our broadcast. John Moore Photography of Bettendorf, one of the premier professional photographers in the Quad Cities and Midwest. A brand new sponsor, Stone's Apple Barn of East Moline, where you can pick your own apples during the fall season. Also look for pears, peaches, and plums, all of them fresh, all of them very delicious. KALA FM, owned and operated by St. Ambrose University in Davenport. North Scott Physical Therapy and Plaza Physical Therapy of Eldridge and Davenport. Eldridge Preschool and Growing Tree Preschool, Eldridge and Davenport, owned by two people that are real near and dear to your heart, Joe, Natalie Ross and Elisa Haight. Lindo Plumbing of Eldridge. Taco John as the kickoff, and I guess it was actually North Scott that's receiving, so it's my mistake, as Tanner Anderson brings it all the way up to about the 45-yard line of Davenport North, so a nice run back there.
Yeah, Tanner got the ball and he really hit it upfield, and it looked like they had a right return on there. So they kicked right into the strength of that North Scott kickoff return.
So continuing the list of sponsors, Taco John's with locations at North Park Mall and 2816 West Locust Street in Davenport. Locally owned and operated, you get the bold, fresh, and fast taste of West Mex. Taco John's, or we mentioned Taco John's, but owned by the same young man, Nickelberry's Pizza of Eldridge. Owned and operated for the past 17 years by Eric Shriver. Check out the latest pizza deals by stopping in as North Scott takes the snap. There's Aaron Huber. He's around the right side there for about a 12 or 13-yard pickup, first down.
Yeah, it was a nice hole there. I mean, the truck could have run through that. They lined up in that pistol formation, and he took the snap. Looked like it might have been a little bit of a trap there.
So going on, Commercial Printers in Eldridge, owned by Randy Ridgway. Does signs, banners, posters, you name it, he'll do it for you. Steve's Auto Sales in McCausland. Be sure to check out their inventory of used vehicles at www.stevesautosales.biz. Huber once again.
Yeah, it was another redraw there, and they just handed it to Huber, and it was another first down.
So the Hair Hut of Eldridge, owned by April Russ, and she has a talented staff of hairdressers and barbers, so be sure to stop in there. Tea Garden Pet Salon at Cumberland Square in Bettendorf, as we have Joe Kern on the stop there for Davenport North.
Yeah, it was a run by Aaron Huber. It was just basically the same play they ran the last two times.
So we'll see if they're hep to their tricks again.
They're
play again.
Yep, so they're lining up in the pistol formation, going no huddle here.
So 2nd and 9 with just under 11 minutes, and we have flags. See what the penalty's about here.
Looks like the preliminary call is going to be against North.
Yep, dead ball, offsides. That's what they're calling it. Anyway, Tea Garden Pet Salon, Cumberland Square in Bettendorf, and Coiner Financial Services at Davenport. Thank you to all our supporters, and please patronize them. Also, be sure to contact us if you want to become a sponsor. And it's through folks like you that make our broadcast possible. So a hearty and humble word of appreciation. And it looks like we have a touchdown there. Took only about 6 or 7 plays there.
Yeah, the right and left side, left and right side tackle and guard pulled to the right, and the quarterback followed him right in the end zone, untouched.
So, looked like maybe about 15-yard touchdown run, maybe?
About a 10-yard touchdown run there.
By Louis DeVries. It looks like David Harrington's going to do the kick. And it sails right through. So 10:41 left to go in the first quarter, and it's 7-0 North Scott. We'll be right back with the kickoff.
At Coiner Financial Services, we're there to help you with your finance management, investing, and more. Contact Coiner Financial Services today. Eldridge Preschool and Childcare, located at 2150 East LeClaire Road in Eldridge, Iowa. Contact Lindell Plumbing today for all of your plumbing repair needs. We're located at 2100 East LeClaire Road in Eldridge, Iowa. We do residential and commercial work, including new construction, sewer and water repair, and water heater services. Give us a call today at 563-285-5709. Come experience the great deals at Steve's Auto Sales, located conveniently in McCausland, Iowa, just outside the Quad Cities. We buy and sell all makes and models of used cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. We also have a full-service mechanical shop and body shop, and offer 24-hour towing services. So come visit Steve's Auto Sales, or visit us online at stevesautosales.biz.
So we're going to have the Hare Hut kickoff here as North Scott's going to kick off to Davenport North. Austin Miller, he boots it and it looks like it's going to go back, and here we have a nice run back. No, it's going to be stopped at about the 22-yard line.
That was Robert Pemberton. He's just a sophomore. He also lines up as their starting fullback. They must really like this kid if they have him already up at varsity.
So he brings it out to about the 22, 23-yard line. We're going to call it the 23. So it's 1st and 10. And we'll see what Davenport North has here tonight. Once again, the starting quarterback for the Wildcats, Dylan Bale. We hope we're pronouncing that right, and that's Pemberton.
That was just sweep to the left there. They had a little overloaded there with 2 wide receivers and a tight end out there. And
Well, we already have an injury here. Nope. Nope, he's up already. So about a 3-yard pickup there by Pemberton.
Just a little pitch around the corner here.
So 2nd, and they're going to call it 8.
They lined up in the eye there, and just an ISO to the right.
And we'll see who that is. It looks like number 3 maybe had it.
Nope, 31.
31 once again.
That's Joe Kearns. That's their starting tailback. He's also one of their starting linebackers.
So one of a number of two-way players for the Wildcats.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of depth with their numbers, and so.
Yeah, and their coach was talking about that before the game. Bale, the snap. Nice little short pass there. Doesn't get much though.
No, that was just a little bubble screen to the outside. You're trying to catch the linebacker off guard there, and they covered it very nicely by North Scott.
Looked like Joe Kern maybe.
Yeah, I actually didn't catch that one, Brian. I'm sorry about that.
No, it looked like it was 31. So North's going to be forced to punt. 4th and 4 from the 29.
North has got number 55 lining back to punt.
So that's Zach Morris, who also doubles as a lineman.
He might be one of the bigger punters in the league.
And we have flags on the play. We'll see what's going on here.
Well, anything against North Scott here will give North a first down. So.
Yeah, it looks like North's moving backwards, so it'll be 4th and 9.
I think they called an illegal shift there is what they called.
Yep, so looked like they...
Oh, illegal substitution, my bad.
So...
Their punter, he's a big kid. He's probably got a real strong leg on him.
Oh, no, it's over his head. Gets it off, and he's going to try to run with it. And they're able to corral on the... It looks like it's inside the 20-yard line. Picked it up about the 10-yard line, bad snap there. And
yeah, he just snapped it over his head, and the punter did as best he could to get anything out of that. He had no time to punt it, and he just tried to run it as far forward as he could.
So they're going to call it at about the 18-yard line, maybe?
Yeah, that looks about right. So it looks like North Scott's getting their play out there on the sideline. They're probably just going to come right out and line up. They're really sticking to that high-paced offense with that no huddle, and that's really going to wear North down fast because they're never going to have a chance to rest. So
yeah, that's going to be key here. Is get North down early and don't let them back in the ball game. As Huber takes I was fooled there.
That was number 14, Darren Dillon, with the little flare screen to the outside to the split end there, or actually flanker. Oh, was that Travis Anderson?
Travis Anderson. So give him credit, and they're already about the 5-yard line. They're going to call it the North 6. Huber, and he's going to be rustled down.
Just short of the yard line there. He really kept his legs churning. He dragged the guy for about 2 yards. Looks like he's just a half a yard short.
Looked like, we'll see what number had it. I couldn't quite tell who had it for North. DeVries with the snap. And Huber's in easy. About a 1-yard run.
When you go to that no huddle, that doesn't give North any time to bring in their goal line package or anything like that, so they just had to go standard D against North Scott's high-powered O. I think North Scott put up 44 points last week, didn't they?
Yes, they did. So 1-yard run by Huber. 7:59 to go. 2 touchdowns in the first 4 minutes, basically, as Harrington will kick it right through.
Yep, it was a nice placement, nice hold, but yeah, it's been a rough start here for North. They had a turnover and they let them go down real fast there on that first drive. They're really going to have to buckle down here. They need a big return and they need to get on the board here in a hurry.
So we'll see what happens here after the kickoff. We'll be right back.
Come experience the bold West Mex flavor of Taco John's. Their recipes include hearty helpings of seasoned meats, crispy potato olays, and flavorful cheeses with fresh-made Mexican specialties like burritos, tacos, and quesadillas. And don't forget to join us for breakfast. Whatever you order, you can be sure it's good food made right. Visit us at one of our 2 locations in Davenport on West Locust Street and West Kimberly Road just inside of North Park Mall. Come see us at the Tea Garden Pet Salon and School for all of your pet grooming needs. Also ask about enrollment in our in-house grooming school. We are open Monday through Saturday from 7:30 a.m. till 4 p.m. Come see us at 2367 Cumberland Square in Bettendorf, Iowa, or give us a call at 563-359-PETS. Nickelberry's Pizza, located in Eldridge, Iowa, is a locally owned and operated business that has proudly served the North Scott community for over 17 years. We are committed to serving you the best possible product at the best possible price. So come on down and dine with us today. We look forward to seeing you. Nickelberry's Pizza, quality taste, located at 1084 East LeClaire Road in Eldridge. Commercial Printers has been your one-stop printing service since 1991. We offer general printing services, along with printing banners, signage, and much more. Give us a call today or visit us online at commercialprintersusa.com.
So we're back with the John Moore Photography kickoff. Austin Miller to kick off. And we'll see who has it. Looks like Pemberton takes it. Nope, they're going to call it a touchback. He had it just inside the goal line.
Yep, in high school football in the state of Iowa, you cannot return it from out of the end zone. As soon as he caught it in the end zone there, it's a touchback. So
they're going to bring it up to the 20-yard line. as North's offense takes the field once again. Dylan Beal, he is a sophomore, probably the only sophomore in the league, and North didn't get much there.
No, they just ran a little cross buck there. They gave it to the first back throw and then faked it to the second back. That was back when I was at North Scott, that was a staple of the offense.
So who was that? 34, I think?
Yeah, that was 34.
Pemberton.
Again, that was Joe Pemberton.
Pemberton.
He's a big, strong kid, and he's a nice-looking athlete out there. He's got some big, strong legs on him, too.
Didn't quite get a yard there, so second and a long 9. And once again, North Scott's front defensive guys just stacking them up at the line of scrimmage.
The linebackers and linemen here are playing real well right now. That was basically the same play they just ran, but they gave it to the second back through that time. Looks like they picked up a couple of yards this time.
So we didn't quite see who had that.
It was it was Joe Kearns. They're starting.
Kern. Okay.
So here we go. We're in an obvious passing down here. So they got
couple left, and we have man in motion. Nope, they're going to keep it on the ground here. Kern goes around, and they got something that time. They got a first down.
Hey, they took North Scott by surprise there. They ran a nice toss sweep to the left. They got a good block from Pemberton, and they got good blocking by their offensive linemen. And the key to that long run was probably that the little wide receiver that came in motion. He made a nice block out there too.
So a 10-yard pickup there. And they're going to first and 10 from about the 31, 32-yard line. They're going to call it the 31-yard line. Give them credit for 9 yards.
Very nice run. Joe Kearns looks like he's got some pretty good wheels on him. North Scott comes out in their traditional 4-3 here. They're stacking the box though.
And it looks like Pemberton, and he's going to be brought down behind the line.
They really stretched that run out there, and you know, when you get those guys running sideways east and west, it's hard to pick up yards that way.
So it's about a 4-yard loss.
Anytime you do a sweep like that, if those linemen get penetration, that really throws everything off.
So about the 27-yard line, thought I heard the name Jelinski, Matt Jelinski, in on that tackle for the Lancers. Here's Beal. No, he sacked, a big sack there.
Ben Nagel on the sack.
Nice job there. He just busted right through. And
yeah, it looked like we had a busted blocking assignment there because he was untouched, and that was really their first pass attempt of the night, and that's not a good one for your quarterback to start on.
So, calling that a loss of about 9 yards.
3rd and 23 here.
23 from the 18-yard line.
They might just do a little draw here. I don't know.
Yeah. He's trying to get some of it back there. Didn't quite get half of it back there. We'll see. Yeah, that looked like Pemberton.
When you're deep in your territory like that and you're 3rd and 23, the chances of getting it aren't very good. You're just trying to get yourself some more field position back there. He picked up 6 to get him out a little bit farther. So now we bring out that punting squad again. Let's see if that long snapper is up to the task this time.
So once again, Zach Morris back for the punt. Deep to receive for the Lancers. It's like Tanner Johnson and
Aaron Huber. There was a good snap.
It looks like it's going to be Johnson that takes it. He's going to try the right side, or left side rather. He almost gets through there, and he brings it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped by Kern.
They set up a nice wall out to the left there, and Johnson used the blocking well, and one guy snuck through that wall. So
they stop him at about the 32-yard line.
About the 32-yard
The north
line.
32-yard line. And DeVries and company will come out to the field.
North Scott again is getting their first play on the sideline, and they're going to come right out into formation. I'm sure they'll come out in that pistol formation. Looks like they changed up their running back here. They got Tanner Johnson out there. He's a little bit smaller, a little bit quicker, but he's just as effective as Aaron Huber.
Yep, he has been. They're about equal, remember, in number of pass or runs on the yard, runs on the ground, running yards. Had to get that out somehow. Darren Dillon just missing on the Butterfinger pass there.
Yeah, he threw that. He put that right on the money to
Darren Dillon.
No, that was.
Yeah, number 14, Darren Dillon.
Oh, I thought it hit number 3 in the hands, actually. Jake Garnett.
Well, Jake Garnett.
But that was a great pass. It was a nice little fade route to the sideline. Gave him plenty of room to catch it.
Okay, a couple of wide receivers left. It's going to go to, oh, there's DeVries, and he's going to go almost untouched. Up the middle, he busted right up the middle there, 32-yard run and a touchdown.
Beautiful fake to Tanner Johnson there, and about 3 guys bit on that fake and took it, and Gorsh read it perfectly. I'm assuming that was a read play, and he went right up the middle and didn't get touched until about the goal line there.
So 20-0, 4:06 left. David Harrington's gonna punch it right through. Yes, 4:06 to go.
Davenport North, they're hopefully they're going to come out and they're playing as hard as they can, but they look a little overmatched right now. North Scott's got a lot of size on them right now.
So we'll be right back with the kickoff.
The Hare Hut, located on the corner of 2nd and Franklin in Eldridge. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. till 6 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. till 2 p.m. We have a full staff of color specialists and stylists on hand to give you the latest in stylized cuts. We do barber cuts and updos, along with hot neck and facial shaves, and facial waxing, and much more. Give us a call today at 563-285-4423. Come to Stone's Apple Barn today and you can pick your own apples until they're gone. We carry honey, peaches, pears, cashew crunch, Indian corn, gourds, caramel apples, and fresh cider. We also have hay rack rides on weekends. We are located at 16115 Hubbard Road in East Moline, Illinois. We are open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. till 5 p.m. Give us a call at 309-496-2318.
As a football player, I was crushed when a high school injury nearly took me out of the game forever. I knew I wanted football to be my life, and I had to do everything possible to make it happen. The solution for me was Plaza Physical Therapy. Now I've gone on to play football at the college level and even won 2 bowl games. Thanks to Plaza Physical Therapy for giving me a second chance at the sport I love.
Plaza Physical Therapy Davenport and North Scott Physical Therapy Eldridge.
So Austin Miller about to kick off with the Stone's Apple Barn kickoff. Stone's Apple Barn, of course, in East Moline, where you can pick your own apples during the fall season. Also look for fresh pears, peaches, and plums.
Austin Miller kicked it through the end zone. The kid's got a real strong leg on him. He's kicked 2 into the end zone now.
So they're going to call a touchback, and once again, Joe Kern and company. Well, Dylan Beal and company, excuse me. Beal the quarterback, Kern the tailback.
Yeah, it looks like they kind of move Kern around too. They'll split him out from time to times, and it looks like they try and get the ball in his hands any way they can. we might see a steady diet of Joe Kern here to see if they can get something rolling.
Yeah, they need to get something, anything going here. This is a man in motion. Gets it out. Looks like to Kern, but he's going to be stacked up behind the line.
That was the same play they'd run before when they gained that first down on that 3rd and 8, and it didn't go anywhere that time. North Scott said, "Fool me once, but don't fool me twice."
Yes, shame on me, shame on you. Looked like Tyler Blondell and Aaron Huber, 30 and 32 on the tackle.
Yeah,
They're calling it no gain, actually.
yeah, look, yeah, they didn't get any gain there. They have Aaron Huber out here at cornerback. He's got to be one of the bigger cornerbacks in the league.
And Pemberton
had a strong run there. He got hit early, but he ran over a couple of guys to pick up, looks like 3 to 4 yards.
3 to 4 yards, maybe. They're going to call it 3 yards. Looks like it's about the 23-yard line as we're getting close to the 3-minute mark of the first quarter.
Here's another obvious passing down, but twice now when they've had obvious passing downs, they've run the ball. So
Brian Buell
we'll see what happens
to the
there.
left for the Wildcats. As Beal, he's going to have to keep it, and he's going to be thrown out of bounds. Looks like about a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, again, they missed a block there, and Beal got a little bit of happy feet and ran outside the pocket there.
So they flushed him out, and the punt team once again has to take the field for the Wildcats. So not of 1 yard.
Actually lost a couple yards
Yeah,
there.
no,
It was 3rd and
on
7.
the whole series,
Oh, yeah.
He lost a couple of yards on the last play.
Same returners back, Huber and Johnson.
As Zach Morris will take the snap, gets it off.
Another good punt by him.
Johnson, and this time he's going to try the right side. And he's followed closely there by number 43 for the Wildcats, Alex Clay.
Hey, 43 didn't give up. He showed some nice wheels there. We know Tanner Johnson can run, and 43 could pick him up and put him down
Yeah,
too.
nice job there by Clay.
Yeah, he had him in his sights and tracked him down.
Clay, of course, a 6-foot, 175-pound junior for the Wildcats.
He looks like he's another one of those really good athletes that come out of Davenport North.
So 2:34 to go, and North Scott has 37 yards to go this time.
Yeah,
A little bit longer field, but
they've been playing on a pretty short field here the whole game. That makes it tough on that defense. North Scott comes out in 4 wides, trips to the left.
as DeBreeze gives it off to Huber. Nope, he's going to be...
Huber with a strong run there.
Just a nice push there. Nice push.
Basically, they motioned their 44, I'm not sure who that is, into almost into a fullback type position, and he led Huber right up the hole there.
44 for the North
Scott, yeah.
Yeah, we don't have them number there listed. Well, hold on. We have to check our rosters. Yeah, we have to do have to check off our rosters once in a while. As DeVries, well, he could have a career night here the way he's going.
Yeah, and that was actually a busted play. He went to hand that ball off, and nobody was there. And he was smart. He knew where the hole was supposed to be, so he just ran to it there over the right side, and there was a big hole there for him to run to.
Looks like about the 12-yard line, about a 14-yard pickup.
Yeah, that would be about right. 12 or 11-yard line.
And we've got a timeout by Davenport North, and we'll take a quick timeout ourselves. You're watching Family Ties Production Football.
KALA Davenport, the public radio station from St. Ambrose University, is proud to offer insightful programs from Public Radio International. Get your weekday morning started with The Takeaway. Then in the evening, tune into The World. And on Mondays, be sure to catch the Tavis Smiley Show, keeping you informed wherever you may be. Just part of the new lineup at KALA Davenport, public radio station from St. Ambrose University.
At Corner Financial Services, we're there to help you with your finance management, investing, and more. Contact Corner Financial Services today. Eldridge Preschool and Childcare, located at 2150 East LeClaire Road in Eldridge, Iowa.
Okay, we're back out of the timeout here as the Lancers are 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. Hands off to Johnson, or is that Huber?
That's Huber.
Well, it doesn't matter who it is, it's a touchdown.
Yeah, Aaron Huber with another nice strong run there. I think North took that last time out just to try and give their guys a breather here. They got a lot of guys playing two ways. There was a little confusion there too. They had one of their defensive linemen running onto the field there, and it looked like he didn't know that he was supposed to be out there. There was a flag on the play, but it was for offsides because that defensive lineman didn't get there in time. I have a feeling they're going to decline that and take the points.
So 2 minutes, 2 seconds left. It's 27-0. We'll see what the official call is here. Yep, they're going to decline that penalty and offsides.
Well, they'll take the touchdown here. Here comes the extra point team in.
So 12-yard run. Once again, Harrington looks like he's going to be pretty busy here tonight.
Yeah, he might be. He's been putting them right through all night long.
Right through, 28-0, 2 minutes, 2 seconds to go in the first quarter.
That's 10 minutes and 4 touchdowns already into the game. So we'll hopefully North will come out and keep fighting because they got a lot of good kids on that team.
So we'll be right back with the kickoff. We're back as Austin Miller is about ready to kick off with the KALA-FM of St. Ambrose University kickoff. KALA-FM, of course, owned and operated by St. Ambrose University of Davenport.
The fine Fighting Bees.
Where you played.
That is my alma mater.
And of course, they
looks like they're moving the kick up 5 yards because of the former penalty, I would assume.
Well, we'll see what happens. Not sure quite what that's about. Of course, St. Ambrose University radio station used to be just 100 watts, recently boosted to 10,000.
Wow, I did not know that, Brian.
You can hear them clear and free here. And that's going to go right into the end zone. Kind of took a couple of hops and skips and into the end zone.
He kind of caught that one up in the middle of the ball, but it really ran through there fast. He's got a strong leg.
So, once again, North's going to have to sit up at the 20-yard line.
Let's see if they can put a little drive together here. They've had some positive plays. They've had a sweep and a couple of ISO plays that have netted them some yards. Let's see if they can put a few running plays together here.
Okay, Dylan Beal.
Yep, they come out in the straight eye and
Gonna get. Oh, there's an interception. Yeah, it's gonna be brought down to about the 6-yard line there.
They tried to run a little seam with their tight end there, and that number 46 just
John Kinney,
John
the
Kinney.
linebacker, the inside linebacker.
John Kinney, he's a big kid. I've seen him in person. He jumped right in front of that and took it back to about the 7-yard line.
So it might not be too long. It'll be 35-0. We'll see.
Well, let's see if North can stiffen that upper lip and give North Scott a little trouble here. It's a win here if they can hold them to a field goal, and let's see how they do.
Even better if they can force a turnover themselves.
Yep. I have a feeling North Scott comes out in 5 wide. They better watch out for the quarterback draw here. DeVries could get his 3rd rushing touchdown.
DeVries. Nope. Over to Travis Anderson, and he's in.
Yeah, they just
Minute
ran
48.
They ran a little rocket screen there. He came down the line of scrimmage. That's one that the old University of Iowa used to like to run a lot with old Ed Hinkle, and he came right down that line of scrimmage, and it's almost just like a long handoff there. He threw a nice little bullet down there to him.
34-0, minute 48 to go. And Harrington to try the point after.
There's a little thunder and lightning out there I saw.
So we'll see how that comes into play here, as it's 35-0. Harrington good on the kick, and we'll be right back.
Contact Lindell Plumbing today for all of your plumbing repair needs. We're located at 2100 East LeClaire Road in Eldridge, Iowa. We do residential and commercial work, including new construction, sewer and water repair, and water heater services. Give us a call today at 563-285-5709. Come experience the great deals at Steve's Auto Sales, located conveniently in McCausland, Iowa, just outside the Quad Cities. We buy and sell all makes and models of used cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. We also have a full-service mechanical shop and body shop, and offer 24-hour towing services. So come visit Steve's Auto Sales, or visit us online at stevesautosales.biz. Come experience the bold West Mex flavor of Taco John's. Their recipes include hearty helpings of seasoned meats, crispy potato olays, and flavorful cheeses with fresh-made Mexican specialties like burritos, tacos, and quesadillas. And don't forget to join us for breakfast. Whatever you order, you can be sure it's good food made right. Visit us at one of our 2 locations in Davenport on West Locust Street and West Kimberly Road just inside of North Park Mall.
Okay, here's the kickoff by Austin Miller. And that's also going to go in the end zone there. The North Scott Physical Therapy and Plaza Physical Therapy kickoff. And Davenport North once again forced to start at their own 20-yard line.
I was just listening to the the commentator here, Randy Dinner. Always a nice thing he did. He announced the offensive linemen's names. They don't get much glory out here, so he announces them anytime they have a really strong game.
Of course, Dylan Gorsch, number 55, Travis Dirks, number 57, Grayson Schmidt, number 78 at center, right guard, number 63, Robert Copley, and the right tackle, 67, Jake Arthur, as Joe Kern.
Yep, Joe Kern's. They really try and get him the ball. I think North Scott knows that. They've been keen on him. He did pick up a few yards there, though.
About 2 yards, maybe. They're going to call it. Maybe 3.
I think they gave him
yeah, they're going to give him 3. They're going to give him 3. So
North Scott last time came out with 3 down linemen. I wonder if they're expecting North to start putting the ball in the air. Again, they're really spreading things out. They got almost 8 defensive backs out there, it looks like.
No, that's going to go to Pemberton, maybe. Yep, Pemberton, and didn't get much there.
Yeah, Pemberton threw the ball down there. I think he's getting a little frustrated.
Well, we still have 3 quarters to go.
Yeah, and he's got to keep running hard. You can't give up now.
So don't despair, even though the score is 35-0. Blondell, I think they said, had the stop there.
Yeah, Blondell is a real strong linebacker out there. He was very solid last year as well. Again, they're really spreading out the defense here. They're running that toss sweep.
It's going to be Kern, and he's just fighting, just muscling, trying to get anything he can as we're under 20 seconds now.
Blondell did a nice job of coming up there and setting the edge and turning them back to the inside. Anytime you have a sweep like that, you really want to bring them back to where all your guys are at. Looks like we're coming to the end of the first quarter here.
And that might be a good thing for North to get this first quarter behind them and try to focus on some positives here in the next 3 quarters.
Yep, take a little breather here and start putting some offense together.
So 35-0, North Scott leading Davenport North after 1 quarter, and we will be right back. You're listening. So starting the second quarter here, 35-0, North Scott ahead of Davenport North as the North punter, number 55, Zach Morris, out on the field.
Yep, it's starting to rain a little bit harder out here now too.
And
it's a fake.
Had to dig in their bag of tricks there. You can't blame them, really. They had to get something going.
No, they're trying to get anything that going they can. They've been playing on a short field all night, so I think the coach was kind of figuring, well, we got to try something here to get this offense kick-started.
Yeah, you know, no matter what, you got to gamble sometimes. Just didn't work out for them.
As you can see on the TV there, the rain is really starting to come down. It looks like people are either headed for the exits or trying to find anything they can do to cover up.
Well, the band is still out there.
Yep.
So we'll probably have to rain a little bit harder here. And DeVries still in the game. Louis DeVries.
They come out in the pistol. They roll out to the right.
He's going to get it to Dylan. And it's good, and it's going to brought down to the 5-yard line, 22-yard pickup.
Dylan just ran to an open spot there and just settled down nicely in that zone. And DeVries threw a nice ball there, just laid it out there nice and soft. Looks like North Scott might work on a few things here. They roll out there. They're back in the pistol again with 4 wides.
5-yard line, and Johnson, he's stacked up, no gain there.
Yeah, I think he might have even lost one. Joe Kearns there on the tackle, and number 40.
Saw number 40, Wendell Freeman. There was a bolt of lightning.
That was a big old bolt of lightning there.
They're gonna. We'll see what happens here.
Yep, they are taking it into the locker room here, it looks like.
So maybe for 30 minutes, or will that be it? We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll find out, won't we?
So 11:32 is where they're going to suspend it here, 35-0 from Lancer Stadium, and we'll be back with updates or whatever. We'll be keep you tuned.
Come see us at the Tea Garden Pet Salon and School for all of your pet grooming needs. Also ask about enrollment in our in-house grooming school. We are open Monday through Saturday from 7:30 a.m. till 4 p.m. Come see us at 2367 Cumberland Square in Bettendorf, Iowa, or give us a call at 563-359-PETS. Nickelberry's Pizza, located in Eldridge, Iowa, is a locally owned and operated business that has proudly served the North Scott community for over 17 years. We are committed to serving you the best possible product at the best possible price. So come on down and dine with us today. We look forward to seeing you. Nickelberry's Pizza, quality taste, located at 1084 East LeClaire Road in Eldridge. Commercial Printers has been your one-stop printing service since 1991. We offer general printing services, along with printing banners, signage, and much more. Give us a call today or visit us online at commercialprintersusa.com.
30-minute weather delay. There was a bolt of lightning that took place just as North Scott was at Davenport North's 5-yard line. They had just picked up a first down on pass from Louis DeVries to Darren Dillon, picked up 22 yards. And then we had the lightning delay with 11:32 to go in the second quarter. By state rule, I believe, it's a 30-minute time delay.
Yep, no, that's right. If there is a bolt of lightning in the area, they have to be out at least 30 minutes. So we're going to hope and pray that we don't get anywhere in bolts of lightning and we can get the rest of this game in. We know some of the other games in the MAC have already been postponed till tomorrow. Yep. We heard that Muscatine and Burlington are postponed till tomorrow.
Yeah, this brunt of the storm, I think you were saying, yep, was going to head toward that area.
Yeah, it was the storm. As I was actually leaving the house today, I checked the weather, was headed more to the south, so we might be safe up here in North Scott. So
in Eldridge here, so
yep.
So we'll see what transpires. I know that one of the other TV crews was trying to videotape the Bettendorf Assumption game. That was 3-0 Bettendorf, the last we had heard, but they were in a weather delay down at wherever they were. I believe it was at Bettendorf.
Yeah, it was at Bettendorf. I think West is playing in Davenport tonight.
Their 50th homecoming, and that was 24-0 Pleasant Valley.
Oh, was it? All right.
So yep. 24-0 Pleasant Valley. Okay, both teams are on the field. Just to give a quick update on offense, North Scott has 155 yards, but keep in mind, all of their scoring drives have started within the Davenport North 40-yard line.
Yep, yeah, they have not started on their side of the 50 yet this game, and Davenport North has not gotten to their 50 yet, so they're really struggling to pick up yards.
19 yards total, so, you know, we'll see if they can build on that here. Both teams now back onto the field here, and let's play some football.
Yeah, when you get rain like this, you tend to want to stick it to the ground, and North Scott comes out first time all night with 2 backs in the backfield.
And he's going to give to Tanner Johnson, and he goes in easy for the score.
Yep, they brought Tyler Blondell in to play a little fullback there, and he laid a good block there, set the edge, and Tanner Johnson came through there pretty much untouched.
So 41-0, just ran about 10 seconds off the clock. We'll get a quick scoring summary here while the two teams warm up for the kickoff. The kick is right through by David Harrington, 42-0. Just to recap the scoring, we'll keep it right here. Louis DeVries needed just less than minute 20, minute 19 in fact, to run 15 yards for the first touchdown. The kick by Harrington was good. It was 7-0. And then a little bit later, North turned it over, had the fumbled punt. Aaron Huber ran a yard, and with 7:59 to go, after the point after, it was 14-0. Louis DeVries ran in for his second rushing touchdown, a 32-yarder. 4:04 left to go. The kick was good, 21-0. And then Aaron Huber, 12 yards, ran in for a score, 2:02 to go, as the kickoff by Austin Miller goes into the end zone. Aaron Huber ran 12 yards. Harrington had the kick good, 2:02 to go. It was 28-0, and it was still the first quarter. Then North threw an interception. Joe, the quarterback, Dylan Beal, threw the interception, and Louis DeVries needed just 7-yard pass to Anderson, and with a minute 48 to go, it was 35-0. As Beal goes for a long pass, no, almost intercepted.
Yeah, he tried to throw a bullet out there. Maybe he should have put a little more underneath that. Number 12.
Ben Eyrig.
Ben Eyrig had it go through his hands there. It's probably a pretty slippery ball out, but it looks like Davenport North might come out here and try and throw a little bit. They're going to try and work on that passing game here.
So an incomplete pass. Of course, have to try to get something going here. If you're Davenport North, and up the middle, and just not much there.
Well, here they come, stacked up in that running play. Kearns tried to get a few yards. Doesn't look like he got much of anything. He got gang tackled by several members of the North Scott defense.
Joe Kern. And the clock is now under 11 minutes to go here in the first half.
Yeah, we were talking a little bit about North Scott there at the break, at the break, and they got some good young players out there. Their quarterback is a sophomore, and their fullback is a sophomore, and one of their actually starting defensive linemen is a freshman. So
we'll talk a little bit about them maybe here as the game goes on, as North loses a couple yards there.
Yeah, that was just a pitch sweep to the right, and it got contained pretty well out there. I think that was Blondell again. That I don't think he made the tackle, but he turned it back to the inside.
And we'll see who that was. It looked like Robert Pemberton dropped for about a yard loss.
So it's 4th and 11 here. Obviously, they're going to punt here, trap deep in their own end zone. And again, North Scott's probably going to get a short field here. So they line up in the formation. They come out in a wide formation for North to
Yes.
spread out their coverage team.
Zach Morris, and we're going to call time here. See what's going on here.
It's a delay of game is what they're going to call.
Against North.
It looks like North is short one player on their punt team.
So maybe that's why they were holding off.
There's a little confusion out there. Sometimes when you get that delay and you get all this rain, there's you can get a little confused, and the rain is really coming down hard now.
Yeah. But the good thing is no lightning.
No lightning, so we can keep playing. Here's a snap. It's a good snap again.
Oh, could have been blocked there, wasn't. And it's just going to take a north bounce. And it's going to be the 48-yard line, the deepest it's been for either team all night.
Yeah, it's still on the north side of the field, but this is actually the worst starting position that North Scott will have, and it's still excellent starting, an excellent starting position.
So we'll see what happens here. As already are seeing a few different numbers, but Louis DeVries still at quarterback.
Yep, and the referees are really trying to keep those balls dry. It looks like they're trading them in and out a lot. So they come out in their standard pistol formation with 3 wide.
Okay. The snap to DeVries. He gives it. No, he's going to keep it. And he's going to scoot, and he's going to be gone. 48 yards, the 5 touchdown.
That is the 3rd rushing touchdown for Louis DeVries, and it was just the same read play. A lot of times on that read play, they'll read the defensive end, and he kept it and kind of just cut it back against the grain there once he got at the linebacker level, and took her all the way to the house, just outran everybody.
So 48-0, 9:10 to go, and
I've been putting my hair in my helmet like this.
looks like David Harrington is on the field for the point after. It's up.
Right down the middle.
Yep. 48-0, or 49-0.
Now, Brian.
Yep, I can't do math there. So 49-0, and we'll be right back.
As a football player, I was crushed when a high school injury nearly took me out of the game forever. I knew I wanted football to be my life, and I had to do everything possible to make it happen. The solution for me was Plaza Physical Therapy. Now I've gone on to play football at the college level and even won 2 bowl games. Thanks to Plaza Physical Therapy for giving me a second chance at the sport I love.
Plaza Physical Therapy Davenport and North Scott Physical Therapy Eldridge.
KALA Davenport, the public radio station from St. Ambrose University, is proud to offer insightful programs from Public Radio International. Get your weekday morning started with The Takeaway. Then in the evening, tune into The World. And on Mondays, be sure to catch the Tavis Smiley Show, keeping you informed wherever you may be. Just part of the new lineup at KALA Davenport, public radio station from St. Ambrose University.
kickoff, Austin Miller.
Yeah.
As the few and proud fans for both sides.
Yep. Here's the kickoff.
And nope, that's going to go in the end zone there. Looks like Pemberton was back for Davenport North. Robert Pemberton.
He tried to jump up and catch that one before it went in the end zone. He really wants to make a play out there.
Yep,
so.
the Nickelberry's Pizza Kickoff.
I've had some of that Nickelberry's, and it's very good.
So give a thumbs up to Eric Shriver. Say hi to him if you see him. He's the dedicated pizza man ever since he was in high school.
He's been serving pizza in Eldridge for a long time.
So, and I think he was in Natalie's class, your sister, Natalie Ross.
Here's a little counter tray. Here's a good run.
And Joe Kern picks up about 7, maybe 8 yards.
Yeah, that was one of the best plays they had all night. It was just a little counter tray there and a little misdirection, and they pulled 2 offensive linemen. Kern made a nice strong cut there up the middle. Picked up 7 yards there.
They're going to call it 7 yards, 8:42 to go. Clock keeps going here.
They come back in that split back with that wide tight end here.
Beal, pitch, and once again, another couple yards maybe.
Very nice run there by Joe Pemberton. He made a little spin move there. He's a strong young man for just being a sophomore.
So
hey, they picked up a first down here. They're getting something rolling here in the rain.
Second one of the night for the Wildcats, as it looks like maybe a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, it looks like, that'll be about right, Brian. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. They're come out in that kind of the offset eye here.
Kern gives it off, and it looks like it's Pemberton maybe, or
no, that was Kern.
Okay.
They ran that same counter tray, but this time number 76 for North Scott, Jake Storjahan, came from the backside there and caught him. Oh, we got a little injury out there. Looks like number 55
for Davenport North, Zach Morris. That's their guy that doubles as a punter. So
yeah, and he's grabbing that groin. That's never good if you're a punter.
Yeah. So we'll see. Hopefully he'll get back into the game there.
Let's hope that let's hope he can shake that off and it's not a muscle pull, because then they'll be struggling in the punting game. And, come out in that I formation again.
There's Dylan Beal.
Straight drop back pass.
Nope. Oh, in and out of somebody's hands there. Let's see who it was. It looked like number 9.
That's Kyle Overmeyer.
Kyle Overmeyer.
Just threw it behind him a little bit. He did have him though. He was open on that pass, but he didn't lead him that time, and that could have been on the quarterback or the wide receiver. If he was supposed to settle down, then that'd be on the wide receiver. But if he was supposed to keep running, that's on the quarterback. That's just a misfire there.
Beal.
Another drop back pass.
No, he gets it off, and that's going to be out of bounds. Looked like that was intended for Ronnie Chim.
Yeah, and Cameron Christoph, looks like he came on a blitz there, and he was putting the main pressure on there. There was actually 3 guys right in Bale's face.
So once again, the offense or defense holds for North Scott.
Well, now they have a new punter in there, so apparently Zach Morris can't go. So they have number 13.
13, or we'll see who that is. We don't have a name. To match him, and that's going to actually take another north bounce, and that's going to actually be in Lancer territory. First time tonight that we've been able to say that.
Yeah, first time tonight. It's on the 45-yard line. He kind of did more of a rugby-style kick there, where you kind of run off to the side and kick it and hope for the roll, and that's exactly what he got there. So it was effective.
So the Lancer 45 is where it will start. 49-0 North Scott. 7:19 to go.
Oh, we have a new quarterback in there, it looks like.
And we'll see who that is.
Number 23.
That's Colby Sorenson, who got some mop-up time last week. Actually was instrumental in a touchdown. No!
Oh, it's a fumbled snap here.
Bad snap in. It just kind of bounced in the air, and North has recovered.
Looks like Sorenson wasn't expecting that. Hit him right off the face mask, and their defensive end came right in and showed a nice pair of hands. He caught it before he even hit the ground.
What number was that?
I did not catch his number.
But we do have a couple of candidates here. Derek Tatum and then Jordan McGinnis, who are both listed as defensive ends for the Wildcats. And Beal hands off.
Another strong run by Joe Kearns. Probably picked up 3 or 4 yards there.
And gets it out to the Lancer 37-yard line.
Yep. So we'll see if them starting in Lancer territory will get them fired up here. Hopefully they got a little life left in them legs.
So
they come out in that tight eye again.
Beal, hands off. North keeping it on the ground. There's about another couple yard pickup there. Once again, Kern.
Yeah. Ronnie France on the tackle there. They seem to have a little bit of success with a couple of these trap or counter tray plays where they're pulling some interior linemen. So.
Well, we're going to take a quick timeout here. 49-0 North Scott with 6:20 to go, and we'll be right back after the timeout. We're ready to go. Okay. 3rd down and 5 from the North Scott 35. Davenport North with the ball. Driving in Lancer territory for the first time tonight. Gets it off to Kern, the pass. Kern, he barely taken down just before he gets the first down.
Well, he's got to be close to a first down. That might be a measurement, or they might give it to him. Nope, they're calling 4th down already.
All right. 4th and maybe a short one. Yeah. So about a 4-yard pass reception there.
Well, they're too far for a field goal, and they're too short for a
punt.
So
yep, from the 31-yard line.
They're going for it. They bring their big. I would look for them to run behind the left guard here. They brought in their big.
It's going to be the Wildcat, and Kern gets it easy. He takes the direct snap.
Yep, Kern took that direct snap. Looks like when they really need some yards, they try and get it to Kern here.
Well, like I said, he had a pretty good game against Davenport or Muscatine, the season opener.
Yep. Looks like Bale here is back in the game now. So let's see if they keep it on the ground here. They've been having some success with the misdirection plays.
Calling it at the 28-yard line, so 3-yard pickup on the Wildcat play.
That was just a straight-up ISO play. Pemberton came through there and smacked the linebacker, and Joe Kern cut right off his butt, right to the right side, and picked up a nice 4 or 5 yards on the play.
Well, they're going to call it they're going to call it a short 5. From the 23-yard line, Beal, pass. In and off the hands of Ronnie Chim.
That was a nice pass by Beal. He took the 3-step drop, planted that back foot in the ground, and fired it. And it's hard to throw in this type of weather with all the rain and the wet balls. So
I didn't quite see who had the stop there, but whoever it was, did a nice job.
Yeah, number 12's out there at cornerback, Ben Eyrig.
Beal hands off to Joe Kern.
Yep.
Gets him back to the 25-yard line.
That was just a dive there to the right side. We'll see if they go back to one of those misdirection plays here. 3rd and 5.
1-yard loss. Ronnie France, I heard, had the stop for the loss.
I think they didn't switch it. Yeah, 4th and 6 here.
So
let's see if they stay true to their colors. They've been staying on the ground most of the night. Yep, here they go.
Here we go. And looked like Pemberton once again. But he's not going to have enough.
Yeah, he picked up about 3 yards there, just short. He's been running hard all night long. He had a cutback lane there, but he didn't quite pick it up.
So the Wildcats turn it over on downs, and the Lancers are going to start at
The 22-yard line, Brian.
22-yard line.
Now here's Sorenson back out here. Let's see if
Colby Sorenson.
Tanner Johnson's still in the backfield.
And that's another fumble, but
Fumbled
he
again.
fumbled, covered it up this time. It looked like he did. So
Yeah,
I don't know if he's got, if it's the wet ball or what it is.
Coach Tippett for North Scott was not very happy about something there. He was calling for a flag. It looks like the North guy might have slammed his quarterback to the ground a little bit harder than he thought was necessary.
So 3-yard loss there.
Let's see here. They'll probably stick on the ground even though it's more of a passing down, but you just never know here.
Sorensen gives it up to Johnson, and he's going to be back, maybe gets a yard back.
That was a nice play by
Maybe
the
two.
defensive lineman, number 51,
Yes,
Jake
51.
Owen. He shed the line. He shed his block there and took Tanner down. Tanner's a little slippery guy out there, so he got a good hold of him.
So 3-yard pickup, I guess what they're going to call it, back to close to the original line.
So 3rd and long. Will they be passing here? No,
Nope.
They kept it on the ground.
Probably no real need to pass at this point. Johnson,
Well, another good play by 51. He
Owen.
made the tackle there. Owen, yeah.
yep, so North Scott's going to punt for the first time tonight as the clock continues to wind close to the 2-minute mark.
Yeah, that defensive line that time played real good for North. They have that young kid out there, number 99.
Rakan Jefferson.
Yeah, he played good. Jake Owen played very good.
And the punt's off, and there's a slippery punt recovery, and we have a flag there. North Scott recovered as Kern, it slipped in and out of his hands. And we have another flag. I'm not sure what, it looks like maybe some unsportsmanlike conduct or something. They're holding one of the players. Maybe he thought that he got a swing.
Sometimes when you get down by that much, any little thing can set off that short fuse. Looked like the coach is pulling number 40 out of the game here.
Getting him to cool down there a little bit. Wendell Freeman.
Wendell Freeman, probably letting him have a little cool-off time.
So I didn't see any confrontations between North Scott and Norris. So
Well, there was a little pushing and shoving going on
Maybe.
here. Yeah,
maybe in the recovery for the
Yeah.
ball.
Yeah. We'll see if they just call offsetting here. No, they called.
Two unsportsmanlike.
And yeah, 2 unsportsmanlike, and somebody for North was kicked out of the game. I saw the referee give him the old thumb out of here. So
be too bad for whoever, because like we say, North keeps trying. They keep fighting hard.
yeah, they're fighting hard, and they can't afford to lose any players because they're already they already have not very much depth out there. So that 2 personal fouls takes it back 30 yards, or unsportsmanlike conduct, I should say.
That's going to be all the way up to the Lancer 20. Minute 54 to go in this first half. And
Not sure who was kicked out of the game, but somebody was. Yep, so the referee just went through the signs again.
just to kind of affirm
Yep,
what happened. As Sorensen back under center.
yep.
Takes the snap, gets it to Johnson. Oh, he's tripped up about the 18-yard line, maybe a 2-yard gain.
That was a beautiful play. Again, that was Joe Kern. He shot right through there and just pretty much unblocked. He saw the hole and he made a nice ankle tackle there. He's still playing hard out there, as are most of the North guys. They're really giving it their all.
Yeah,
so.
give him credit.
So let's see if this defensive line, after they had a real good series, can play good again here.
Once again to Johnson. This time he gets through and turns, shifts. Looked like he was going to run the width of the field there.
Yeah, that was a
and
very
gets
nice.
the first down there.
Yeah, he got in the hole there and he made a nice jump cut to the right and cut it back a little bit and picked up quite a few yards there.
So maybe 10, 11 yards.
Yeah, that was a nice shifty run. So,
couple shifts there.
Most likely North Scott's going to keep it on the ground here.
So, minute 4 to go. First half.
2 backs in the backfield again.
Gives it off to Johnson. And he's going to fight toward the goal line. He might be close.
Powered his way to the goal line.
Yeah,
the far side judge has him just short there. So
34, Tanner Johnson.
Yep.
About a 6-yard pickup as we're under 35 seconds now.
They're not going to call a timeout. They're just going to get the play. North Scott's gone away from the no huddle offense now that they are.
DeVries is out of the game.
Yep, and they're up by quite a few. It looks like they'll get this play off.
Johnson, he's in. 55-0, 17-7. So nice 20-yard
again. That was just
series of plays on four plays here.
And another penalty.
Yeah, that was just a lead draw. We got somebody injured out there. That is Tanner Johnson, one of their top running backs. Looks like he's grabbing his ankle out there. I didn't see the play, but that'll be a big loss if it's any amount of time at all.
I think another player is going to get.
Yep. There's another flag out there. I wonder if they're going to call another unsportsmanlike conduct here.
Well, it's easy to get discouraged.
Yep. It's another unsportsmanlike conduct on North. Unfortunately, here it isn't indicated who it was.
We haven't. I'm gonna take a quick timeout.
Unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, hold on.
On North.
Let's see what the penalty is on the kickoff.
Yeah.
So we'll get the kickoff after the timeout. So Tanner Johnson coming off the field with some help. Looked like North Scott coach Kevin Tippett not happy about something.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. We didn't see. We couldn't see through the pile there, but it looked like there was some extracurricular activity after that touchdown, and it's very unfortunate if Tanner Johnson's out for any amount of time. The kid was just out there playing hard, and if he got injured after he scored, that's just poor sportsmanship.
Yeah, and when you're down 55-0, it's easy to get discouraged, and I'm sure they're going to be talking about that in the locker room. The Davenport North coaches will.
Yeah, and you got to keep your cool. You got to be a good sport out there.
Yeah,
so.
no matter if it's 14-14 or 100-0. The snap is. Yep, they're just going to cover it up. So 55-0, and 2 seconds come off the clock, and we'll be right back with the kickoff.
The Hare Hut, located on the corner of 2nd and Franklin in Eldridge. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. till 6 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. till 2 p.m. We have a full staff of color specialists and stylists on hand to give you the latest in stylized cuts. We do barber cuts and updos, along with hot neck and facial shaves and facial waxing, and much more. Give us a call today at 563-285-4423. Come to Stone's Apple Barn today and you can pick your own apples until they're gone. We carry honey, peaches, pears, cashew crunch, Indian corn, gourds, caramel apples, and fresh cider. We also have hayrack rides on weekends. We are located at 16115 Hubbard Road in East Moline, Illinois. We are open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. till 5 p.m. Give us a call at 309-496-2318.
So the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty for North is going to be assessed on this kickoff here, and it's going to come at North 45-yard line.
With Austin Miller's leg, he might kick this one out of Lancer Stadium.
He might get a field goal out of this.
Yep. You know he's aiming for it. I would be if I were him.
But unfortunately, it won't be 3 points. Or maybe fortunately for Davenport North. Tea Garden Pet Salon will credit on that kickoff there. 55-0. And we'll see if North can get anything going here. I'm sure they're, just to get even a little bit of momentum going here.
Yes, looks like North Scott has actually brought some of its starters back in the game. I see Huber and Blondell both out there. So.
Yeah, fearing that they're going to try something there. Looked like Kern tried to turn the corner. Got about 4 or 5 yards there, maybe.
Yep.
And that's going to do the first half there. A very busy first half for North Scott. 55-0. We're going to take a 5-minute halftime here, but we'll be right back with the second half opening kickoff.
At Corner Financial Services, we're there to help you with your finance management, investing, and more. Contact Corner Financial Services today. Eldridge Preschool and Childcare, located at 2150 East LeClaire Road in Eldridge, Iowa. Contact Lindell Plumbing today for all of your plumbing repair needs. We're located at 2100 East LeClaire Road in Eldridge, Iowa. We do residential and commercial work, including new construction, sewer and water repair, and water heater services. Give us a call today at 563-285-5709.
Going to have some halftime statistics here for both teams. North Scott has a total of 218 yards of total offense to Davenport North's 50. Leading away for North Scott, of course, the stud quarterback, Louis DeVries, 104 yards on just 4 carries, and 3 of those went for touchdowns.
Yeah, what happened on that one, I wonder, that he didn't get the touchdown on. So he's been getting in the open field in that, that read play and taking her to the house.
Aaron Huber, 7 carries, 59 yards, and Tanner Johnson, 8 carries, 28 yards. Louis DeVries, 3 for 4 for 40 yards passing, so 144 all-purpose yards.
Yeah, and the one incompletion he had there was actually a drop. He put it right on the guy's hands. So, now I know they only had 50 yards, but Kern had a pretty good first half.
17 of 47, so a bright spot there.
Yeah. They're going to keep feeding him the ball. him and Pemberton, they'll keep putting the ball on him.
So and the rest have minus yardage. So we'll see if they can maybe get more into the plus column there. Some of the others.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here. They're not going to have a lot of time to play in the first half, or here in the second half, because with North Scott being up 55 points, it's going to be a rolling clock unless I
North
believe
gets
it's
on a roll.
yeah, I believe unless North gets within 35 points, I think it'll stay a rolling clock. So this half could go very, very quickly.
Yeah, I think you were saying that one of the second halves went continuous clock the entire second half, and you said it took about 31 minutes total.
Yeah, that's what one of the guys in the stands was telling me, that they timed it one time. So we'll see what happens here.
And of course, you'll see a lot of players play for maybe both sides. It's Austin Miller, the kickoff, the second half kickoff, and
brought to you by the Hair Hut here in Eldridge.
Yes, we'll call it the Hair Hut. You know, the nice staff of April Russ and her staff do a great job. They've been cutting my hair for many years. Ron Green, give him credit. He's one of the staff barbers there.
Well, Ron Green has been a staple there for many, many years.
I think it was his father that started it way back in the early to mid 50s. So.
Good old Gene Green.
Gene Green.
Oh, we got a fumble on the play.
Fumble, and we'll see what happens here.
Looks
Maybe,
like one of the Kern. Kern, there he is again. He's all over the field. Kern fell on it again.
So loss of about a yard. They're going to call it 2, actually. So 2nd and 18.
Yep, the rain is still coming down at a very good clip here. So we'll see if they try to go to the air at all. Just with the rain like this, it's really hard to throw. They may have to do this short, controlled passing game. Pemberton on the pitch there. They threw it back to him, and it looked like it was meant to go to the left, and he cut her right back up the middle. He saw a hole, and he took it up the middle. He actually picked up about 5 yards there.
Yeah, about 5 yards, so.
A nice cut by him. Yeah, he's got some explosion in those legs.
So 3rd and 7 from the 23-yard line as Kern and Pemberton, the two running threats.
Yeah. North Scott comes out there. It looks like almost like a 4-4.
And they stuff him. They push him back for a nice loss there.
Yeah, that was Storjahan, number 76.
Jake Storjahan.
Yep, he got some penetration in there and blew that play up.
So that was Kern on the loss. Well, no, they.
Yeah.
Well, no.
No, I think it was a loss.
Yeah,
I think you're right,
yeah,
Ryan.
I think they're got a little confused there in the press box across the way.
Austin Miller, his groin must be feeling better. He's out there to kick again.
Zach Morris.
Oh, Zach Morris. I'm sorry.
For the North Wildcats as the ball takes a bounce. It'll be down at about the 48-yard line of Davenport North.
Yep.
So
he must be feeling better. He got healed up there in that short halftime. Here comes North Scott's offense out onto the field.
Second string. A lot of backup players there getting some good playing time here. Colby Sorenson.
Yep, he comes running out of the field. It's always nice to see these guys get some time out there. They work hard in practice all week long, and they don't always get any recognition. So they're going to get their name in the paper here a little bit, hopefully.
Yep. Sorensen takes the snap.
Hands it to number 21.
So, and these are all new names here. Bryce Sellers.
Bryce Sellers.
About a 1-yard pickup.
Yep. That's kind of one of their staple running play there, that kind of that read play. Number 6 here is bringing in the play
Mike Hinkton.
Hinkton, is that how you said that,
yes,
Brian?
Mike Hinkton.
He's he's a junior wide receiver.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna. We have a whistle here.
There's a flag on the play.
Yep. maybe a
Looks
delay
like it's
game.
going to be on North Scott. It might be offsides.
Or offsides. We'll see what the. Yeah.
Yep, offsides or. So it takes them back 5 yards.
At least North Scott's cut down on the penalties here tonight. I know that penalties were the bane of North Scott, even though they won the first 2 games. There was a problem with penalties. As Sellers busts up and he gets it out to the 44-yard line. So he gets about a 10-yard pickup there, maybe.
Yeah, that looks about right. That was a nice little run by him. It was that read play again.
Actually, they're going to call it about a 9-yard pickup.
Cut it right up in there.
So 3rd and 5 from about the 44. North Scott briefly in their own territory.
Yep. Number 80, Alex Hentz brought in that play for North Scott.
As Sorenson will give off once again to Sellers. Sellers his favorite running back, it seems.
Davenport North, I think it was a linebacker, number 25 it looked like, maybe?
Yeah,
Jordan McGinnis. Yeah, he came up he tried to punch that ball out to make Sellers fumble there, but Sellers had all 4 points covered there. So
he gets it up to about the 37-yard line.
I think I just said the ball had 4 points on it, Brian. I think it only has 2.
Yeah, of course. So.
4 points of pressure is what I meant to say.
Yep. So the 4-yard pickup for Sellers. So you had the man in motion. That time, a new running back, Alice Grunder.
Nope. He makes a nice run out there. He cuts it, bounces out to the left side there, and takes her up the sideline.
And he gets a nice first down there. Gets it about 14 yards. 23-yard line.
Alex Grunder, he's a junior out there. He's probably hoping to get some playing time next year then too. He has a chance here to show the coaches what he's made of here in some game time action. So
I think I heard Alex Clay for North on the tackle, one of them for Davenport North. As Grunder, that time he's met and he's pushed back for a loss.
that was Kern again, shooting in there, making a nice play. He was also getting some help from number 43, Alex Clay. So Alex Clay's been in on the last 2 plays. North is not quitting. They're still playing hard, and they're still playing tough. It's just when you look up that scoreboard and see that score, sometimes that's hard, but they're not giving up here.
Now under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Now we're gonna have to talk faster, Brian, if we want people to hear us, because
talk like the Chipmunks.
Yeah, these quarters are going by fast.
So they're actually calling back at the 27-yard line.
Yeah, it was a nice play out there.
And Sorenson's going to keep it. And he's going to run the width of the field, and he's forced out of bounds.
Yeah,
of course, normally the clock would stop, but not this time because of the continuous clock.
Yeah, that's right. He picked up about 3 yards there. That was a broken play. He stuck the ball out there, and there was no running back to take it from him. So he just he took off where the running back was supposed to go, and at least made something out of that broken play.
So back to the original line.
Yep. Sometimes when you get the backups in there, you'll see a few more broken plays. They're not as used to being in the game as the starters. So,
but they'll experience will come in very useful if they are needed.
Yep.
As Grunder busts up the middle.
Another nice block by the left side there. Actually, he took it to the right side with the left side of the offensive line there. Pulled across and threw a couple of nice blocks.
I thought he had a first down there. It's going to be close anyway.
Try and get a couple of names on there. That was number 71 there, threw a nice block. That's Matt Pasha.
Matt Pasha.
Oh, that Pasha kid, he's big. Those Pashas are always big out here at North Scott.
Yeah, 250, 6'4", 250 is what they have him listed at.
Yep.
Yeah, they're not going to measure it, so it's...
It looks like number 60 on the last
1
play.
yard. Cody Liskey.
Threw a nice block there too.
And I think that might be the son of the Scott County supervisor, Jeff Liskey,
Very good.
or some relation. It's his nephew. Thank you. We knew that there was some relation there. Looked like Grunder once again, and there's a North player down. We knew that unsportsmanlike was kind of the Achilles heel of North the first half, and now an injury. We'll see who it is after we take a timeout. Okay, we're back into action. There was Joe Curran, who was dinged up on the play for North. So hopefully he will be back.
Yeah, he's a tough kid. He walked off the field under his own power. Because they came out, he's got to sit out at least one play. But I bet you in about he'll be back out there right after this play. So North Scott's been methodically working its way down the field.
Oh, nope, there was some movement there on the line there. Looked like the North player moved number 60.
Number 60,
Kevin Newell. So offside, so that's going to be 5 yards.
First and
5 from the goal.
So
or very, very close to the goal line. I guess they're considering the 1 yard line first and goal. But we'll see.
So they're still in the pistol formation. That's their standard formation.
And Grunder's in easy.
Hey, Grunder gets a. It's always good to see somebody that's working hard in practice get a little pay dirt here in the game. He slipped a tackle there in the backfield. Number 60 came through there untouched. Kevin Newell again, but he slipped that tackle and got in for the score.
So minute 30 to go, 61-0. And Harrington on for the kick. The $1:30 to go in the third quarter. And it's through. 62-0.
All right.
So we will be right back with the kickoff.
Come experience the great deals at Steve's Auto Sales, located conveniently in McCausland, Iowa, just outside the Quad Cities. We buy and sell all makes and models of used cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. We also have a full-service mechanical shop and body shop, and offer 24-hour towing services. So come visit Steve's Auto Sales, or visit us online at stevesautosales.biz. Come experience the bold West Mex flavor of Taco John's. Their recipes include hearty helpings of seasoned meats, crispy potato olays, and flavorful cheeses with fresh-made Mexican specialties like burritos, tacos, and quesadillas. And don't forget to join us for breakfast. Whatever you order, you can be sure it's good food made right. Visit us at one of our 2 locations in Davenport on West Locust Street and West Kimberly Road just inside of North Park Mall. Come see us at the Tea Garden Pet Salon and School for all of your pet grooming needs. Also ask about enrollment in our in-house grooming school. We are open Monday through Saturday from 7:30 a.m. till 4 p.m. Come see us at 2367 Cumberland Square in Bettendorf, Iowa, or give us a call at 563-359-PETS.
We're going to give the honors this time to Corner Financial. Corner Financial Services of Davenport, and I know that they've worked with Jess Medina for many years. So, good friend of his. I'm sure he does a great job. We have a different
we got a new
kickoff
kicker
specialist here.
Number 41.
Devin Johnson. He's a junior as the kickoff is brought up to about the 30-yard line.
That Alex Clay was on the return on that. One of their standout linebackers over there on their defense.
So, seen some different players on special teams.
Yep. I think they're just trying to get everybody a little playing time. Everybody likes to have a dirty jersey when they get out of the game.
Yep, and I'm sure that smell of rain will feel good.
Yep.
Rain and grass and.
I just noticed Sorenson is pulling double time here. He's playing free safety out there too. He's quarterback of the defense and quarterback of the offense.
So, a couple of yards there on the pickup. Joe Kern still in the ball game.
Yeah. Time's moving fast. There's only about 30 seconds left here in the third quarter.
So
and yet the rain is still coming down hard.
Wow. Rainy night here. I'm sure you think of the Eddie Rabbit song. I love a rainy night, and up the middle there is number 34 Pemberton, Joe Pemberton.
He got a nice big hole out there to the left.
Or Robert Pemberton.
Robert Pemberton, yeah. Robert Pemberton got a nice big hole out there to the left, showed his speed, and just took off up the field. That was probably the biggest play of the night for them.
For Davenport North, and that's a fitting way to end the third quarter. 62-0 North Scott. We'll be right back. So 62-0 North Scott leading Davenport North, and the rain is still coming down. It looks like a little bit as the play is broken up there. Joe Kern.
That was that misdirection. The quarterback kind of boots out to the right there and hands it off to the running back coming back to the left. They've actually been getting a few nice gains out of that, but North Scott's up to the task there.
So maybe about a 2-yard loss right to midfield.
Yeah. Looks like we got quite a few guys for North Scott that are playing both ways. Now, a lot of their defensive backs, I think if you look out there, will be a lot of their wide receivers, too. So
we'll try to get some names here as soon as we can. Robert Pemberton.
That looked like just a straight dive up the middle. It was he ran hard. He probably gained 5 to 6 yards on the play.
Yeah, they're going to call it about 6 yards.
North has got a lot to look forward here in the future. If they can just build a little stronger offensive line out there and build a little more depth, they got Pemberton and Bale. Kern. I think Kern's a senior, but Pemberton and Bale are
Kern is a senior.
2 really strong players here.
Just build that feeder program. There's a play up the middle there. Kern. Bust through.
Yep. Hey, they're starting to. They're not giving up. They're still running the ball hard. Kern picked up about 7 or 8 yards there. They got a first down on that one.
Even though it's coming against the second and third string of North Scott, you still got to play hard, and you're still getting some positive plays.
Yeah, you always want to see games end in a positive manner. Coaches always can build. You can build on that for the next game.
And there's Pemberton, and he's going to go way up inside the 20-yard line.
There's a flag on the play. I hope that they're not calling holding on that play, but I have a bad feeling about this one.
Yeah, let's see what happens here.
Here's the
holding North.
Yeah, holding against North. It was a nice run. But have to take them 10 yards back from the spot of the foul there.
33. So they get maybe a 1-yard pickup, maybe?
Yeah, well, as far up in the field as that was probably one of their split ends or wide receivers that picked up that penalty.
So
their offensive line still playing hard and still blocking hard.
We'll give credit there to. Oh, there's a fumble, and there's going to be a scramble for the ball. We'll see who has it. It looks like the signal's going to go to North Scott.
Yeah, somebody came through. Kern fumbled that. Somebody came through, and I don't know if Kern ever had a good hold of it from that handoff, and they hit him hard, and it came flying out of there.
I heard the name Quitzel. Thomas Quitzel is who I heard is got the fumble recovery there.
That's one of those big defensive ends or defensive linemen. They always like to get their hands on the ball.
Number 50, yep. Quitzel, one of the juniors.
Yeah, he's a D end.
Yep, 225, 6 foot.
Yeah, I was commenting there at halftime. I know one of the coaches for North Scott, Matt Hoffmiller, he always wanted to run the ball and when we played at St. Ambrose together, so he's probably giving him a hard time out there.
So.
Oh, here's another fumble. Looks like North Scott, did they give it right back?
Nope, they're
looks like
second down, but a loss a little bit. About a yard loss.
Looks like the ball slipped out of Sorenson's hands there, and Grunder wasn't ready for it.
Sorenson got a little bit of butterfingers there, but I'm sure those will come rock steady here
Oh, yeah.
as the season goes on.
He's not used to all this rain either. There we go. We come out in the same old pistol formation.
Sorenson.
Nice.
Oh, he's going to be sacked. Never got it off.
That was a great play by Alex Clay. We'll try and get all three of those tacklers there. Alex Clay, I think Kern was in there. And
number 9, it looked like, who is Kyle Overmeyer.
Yep. Alex Clay, I think, was the initial hit.
Yep.
He's been playing pretty good tonight, too, on defense.
Getting close to 7 minutes left in the ball game.
So we got
about
a third
9-yard loss there.
Yeah, we got a 3rd and 19. They'll probably just keep it on the ground here, keep the clock moving.
And Grunder, well, it ain't going to make a difference. There he goes. He's seeing daylight. The 30, the 20, the 10, 5, and this is the record-breaking. This is the record breaker if it holds.
There's no flags on the play.
No flags.
That was a 3rd and 19. It was a
73-yard touchdown run by Alex Grunder.
Simple read play there. Nice long touchdown run. He showed some good speed. One guy was closing on him at the end, but he took her into pay dirt.
68-0. 6:37 to go. And we'll explain what the record aspect is here.
Yeah, Brian, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, hold on. I'll tell you here in a minute. As Harrington, the kick, no.
Ooh.
Well, it's going to tie a record, and that is most points scored by a North Scott team.
Oh, wow.
And that ties a 49-year-old record. And we'll explain a little bit more as after we take the timeout.
Nickelberry's Pizza, located in Eldridge, Iowa, is a locally owned and operated business that has proudly served the North Scott community for over 17 years. We are committed to serving you the best possible product at the best possible price. So come on down and dine with us today. We look forward to seeing you. Nickelberry's Pizza, quality taste, located at 1084 East LeClaire Road in Eldridge. Commercial Printers has been your one-stop printing service since 1991. We offer general printing services, along with printing banners, signage, and much more. Give us a call today or visit us online at commercialprintersusa.com.
Kickoff team for North Scott on the field there, 68-0. North Scott scored 68 points against Durant way back in 1962, and that's the most points they've ever scored in a game, and that record has stood unchallenged pretty much for the last 49 years.
That is unbelievable. And you know, Miller's been, or not Miller, who's doing
Devin Johnson, and we have whistles here.
Harrington's been doing pretty good on the extra points all night long, and on that last one, he actually hit the crossbar. He kicked it so low, but kind of funny that he misses that one. So we have a tied record here.
So Stone's Apple Barn kickoff East Moline, where you can pick your own apples during the fall season and look for pears, peaches, and plums, all of them fresh and delicious. So the good folks out there, Vince and Sherry Bull, I believe, are the ones that operate it, do a fine job.
I know that several preschools, and even when I was in elementary school, we went to Stone's Apple Barn.
It's a big treat of a lot of the younger elementary classes at North Scott.
Yep.
So 6 minutes to go. Kern,
Come out passing.
or Beal rather.
What a great pass!
Nice pass there to Ronnie Chim, and he's going to go in for the touchdown. 75-yard connection there.
Beal threw a laser. It looked like it was just a straight go up the sideline, and he threw a laser. There was very little air underneath that. He threw a frozen rope out there. And their wide receiver showed some pretty good wheels. The North Scott guy was gaining on him there for a second, but he pulled away from there at the end for the touchdown.
So 68-6 with 5:49 to go, and we'll see if they go for two.
I tell you what, Brian, I'll say
Nope, they're going to kick it. They're going to try to kick it. Maybe?
Yeah, it looks like they are. I tell you what, Brian, you surround a few more players around, this Pemberton and this Beal, you'll have a nice team out there.
So we'll try to catch the number here. The kick is no good. That looked like it was.
Number 13 again, Brian. We don't have his number, but I bet you that's Joe Tiggs.
Yeah, number.
Because I don't see a number 12 out there, and we have a number 12 in the program. So
that was deflected, it looked like, and we'll be right back with the kickoff. Sorry.
As a football player, I was crushed when a high school injury nearly took me out of the game forever. I knew I wanted football to be my life, and I had to do everything possible to make it happen. The solution for me was Plaza Physical Therapy. Now I've gone on to play football at the college level and even won 2 bowl games. Thanks to Plaza Physical Therapy for giving me a second chance at the sport I love.
Plaza Physical Therapy Davenport and North Scott Physical Therapy Eldridge.
KALA Davenport, the public radio station from St. Ambrose University, is proud to offer insightful programs from Public Radio International. Get your weekday morning started with The Takeaway. Then in the evening, tune into The World. And on Mondays, be sure to catch the Tavis Smiley Show, keeping you informed wherever you may be. Just part of the new lineup at KALA Davenport, public radio station from St. Ambrose University.
The Hare Hut, located on the corner of 2nd and Franklin in Eldridge. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. till 6 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. till 2 p.m. We have a full staff of color specialists and stylists on hand to give you the latest in stylized cuts. We do barber cuts and updos, along with hot neck and facial shaves, and facial waxing, and much more. Give us a call today at 563-285-4423. Come to Stone's Apple Barn today and you can pick your own apples until they're gone. We carry honey, peaches, pears, cashew crunch, Indian corn, gourds, caramel apples, and fresh cider. We also have hayrack rides on weekends. We are located at 16115 Hubbard Road in East Moline, Illinois. We are open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. till 5 p.m. Give us a call at 309-496-2318.
So the nice pass play there by Davenport North, and the Wildcats are on the board.
Again, like we said, it's nice. They got a nice positive play out of it, and they got something to build on here. In this fourth quarter, they had trouble throwing it earlier in the game.
Tiggs, we believe it's Tiggs. Nice squib kick there, and it's
that's that.
Fielded.
Mike, I'm going to say Hinkton?
Or Hinston, maybe.
We are sorry for butchering your name, bud. I have a last name that's butchered all the time, so I know how you feel.
And mine is too. Actually, you're supposed to pronounce it Rajan, the German pronunciation. R-A-J-A-N would be the phonetic spelling of that. But you know, a lot of people have called it a lot worse than how it's spelled if you pronounce it phonetically, or if you pronounce it by the German name. Who knows? Anyway, the looks like Chris Sorenson, rather, and he's finally arm drug out of bounds.
Yeah, and I don't. Yeah, it was a late hit. And I really don't think the North guy meant to do that. I think it was kind of a momentum thing there. He even went over and shook hands with Sorensen there to, you know, apologize for the late hit there.
Might be. So if it holds, well, yeah, there's a penalty back at the 35. I thought I saw a flag there too, so might not matter anyway.
Yeah, the holding penalty would actually be walked off, because that's a live penalty, and the dead ball personal foul would then be walked back the other way.
So
is the way it should work, I believe, because one was during action and the other one was actually a dead ball. So they don't offset.
So that might be that's going to be a first down anyway.
Yep.
With down under 4 minutes to go.
Yeah. So that's exactly what they did, and that still gives North Scott first down there. So it's unfortunate, though, because Mr. Sorensen doesn't get those rushing yards on his total then.
So Sorensen takes the play from Mike Hinston. There we pronounce it a different way again there.
We might just have to call him Mikey the rest of the night.
Hey, Mikey, I hope you like it. Oh, there's a fumble there. I'm sure Sorensen didn't like that.
No. It looked like they did that read play again, and it's a long handoff there. They hold it in there for a while to see if they want to hand it off or not. And if you don't do it a lot, you tend to have a lot of fumbles with it.
So about a 4, maybe 5 yard loss. We're calling it 5 yard loss.
Number 80, Alex Hentz, brings the play in here.
Maybe he'll
see if they keep it on the ground.
It appears like it stopped raining, maybe. I don't know. But there's Grunder, and he gets it back up to about the maybe about 12 yards.
Yeah.
Gets it up to the 47.
Another nice run by him. With a couple minutes left here, Brian, you told me to start thinking about a player of the game. I don't think I'm going to give it to just one person. I think, you know, with all the long runs and everything like that, I really think we need to recognize the offensive line.
Yes.
For North Scott.
Give the thumbs up there to the starting lineup and their backups too, but to highlight the starters, Dylan Gorsch, Travis Dierks, Grayson Schmidt, Robert Copley, and Jake Arthur. Yes, Grunder gets the first down.
Being an old running back myself, I know I know how much I appreciated, you know, really solid offensive linemen in front of me, and it looks like North Scott's got some good depth out there. I mean, we've already mentioned some names here for them from their backups. From you know, we talked about Pesha being out there, number 61. Garth Larson, looks like he's playing
61. Garth Larson.
He's been playing center for him, and he's still been making nice snaps, even though he's the backup.
Oh, nope, they're just going to take a knee.
Yep.
68-6. That was actually the final score of that Durant game way back in 1962, so this will match that record.
That is just that's a little weird that it's the same exact score, too.
Yep, and Durant's school colors and mascot are identical.
That is true. That is true. It's almost eerie how much symmetry is between these two games.
But you know, you got to give credit to North Scott here. They are showing a lot of class here by just downing the ball here and not rubbing it in anymore.
Yeah, I think somebody just jumped off sides there. They're going to walk that off. That might be the last play of the game. So
that's not going to matter. It's at half midfield there. So we want to thank a number of people. First of all, Jess Medina, who has done the camera work here tonight. Of course, Frank Wood, the athletic director for North Scott, and Randy Denner, the announcer, and everybody. Dave Shevlin, of course, fine athletic program at Davenport North, former coach up at Clinton. I think he's the younger brother of, or related somehow to Ray Shevlin.
Ray Shevlin there, is he still the basketball coach?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, Coach Ray, I met him a few times. He's a great guy.
So the two teams shake hands, and you know, a lot of big plays by a lot of players for North Scott, and North. We wish them well here in the future.
Yep.
And we're going to say goodnight here from Lancer Stadium. Joe Uloa, thank you a lot for being here. Next week we're down at Muscatine, and we will say goodnight here from Lancer Stadium. Brian Ratchin and Joe Uloa for Family Ties Productions. We thank you for watching, and we'll say goodnight.
At Corner Financial Services, we're there to help you with your finance management, investing, and more. Contact Corner Financial Services today. Eldridge Preschool and Childcare, located at 2150 East LeClaire Road in Eldridge, Iowa. Contact Lindell Plumbing today for all of your plumbing repair needs. We're located at 2100 East LeClaire Road in Eldridge, Iowa. We do residential and commercial work, including new construction, sewer and water repair, and water heater services. Give us a call today at 563-285-5709. Come experience the great deals at Steve's Auto Sales, located conveniently in McCausland, Iowa, just outside the Quad Cities. We buy and sell all makes and models of used cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. We also have a full-service mechanical shop and body shop and offer 24-hour towing services. So come visit Steve's Auto Sales or visit us online at stevesautosales.biz. Come experience the bold West Mex flavor of Taco John's. Their recipes include hearty helpings of seasoned meats, crispy potato olays, and flavorful cheeses with fresh-made Mexican specialties like burritos, tacos, and quesadillas. And don't forget to join us for breakfast. Whatever you order, you can be sure it's good food made right. Visit us at one of our 2 locations in Davenport on West Locust Street and West Kimberly Road just inside of North Park Mall. Come see us at the Tea Garden Pet Salon and School for all of your pet grooming needs. Also ask about enrollment in our in-house grooming school. We are open Monday through Saturday from 7:30 a.m. till 4 p.m. Come see us at 2367 Cumberland Square in Bettendorf, Iowa, or give us a call at 563-359-PETS. Nickelberry's Pizza, located in Eldridge, Iowa, is a locally owned and operated business that has proudly served the North Scott community for over 17 years. We are committed to serving you the best possible product at the best possible price. So come on down and dine with us today. We look forward to seeing you. Nickelberry's Pizza, quality taste, located at 1084 East LeClaire Road in Eldridge. Commercial Printers has been your one-stop printing service since 1991. We offer general printing services, along with printing banners, signage, and much more. Give us a call today or visit us online at commercialprintersusa.com.